Alright, so to first off, how to use Insect Glaive. Insect Glaive is like a fast and aerial weapon, but it's also really good grounded. And it does have like a semi-counter, but I'd say it's more versatile in dodging attacks in the air and just attacking weak points. It is a slash weapon, so we're gonna start with the combos, and afterward I'm gonna do the switch scales and more complex stuff afterward, and little secrets or like skills you can do, I can say. Um, so first off, the most used combo, well, before doing combos, the first thing you have to do is get the extract. The red extract is always around the head. Um, the orange extract is the tail, or the legs, or the belly. The orange extract is more of the places of the monster that's like, not the head and not the wings, or like used for movement. And the movement parts of the monster is gonna be the silver extract, so like that. And when you have all three extracts, you get a combo change and a damage boost, along with max earplugs and max wind negation, so monster roars won't stun you anymore. And the combo change to this, just do right click. That's usually the best DPS when you go for the head. You can also do M1s for this combo, which also deals good damage. But for DPS, you want to do right click, do this. You can also mix up, so you can like blast longer. You can do left click to right click, left click, then you do right click, like that. You can extend your combos that way. Also, depending on the kinsec you have, if you have the Asus kinsec and it's fully charged, when you use your strong attacks, it's gonna attack along with you. And the strong attacks is basically the last attack of the turn. So those grayed out damage is the damage the kinsec do along with you. Alright, so now we have the opening skills. You either have this one, which does a lot of quick damage, and sends you forward really fast. And if you get attacked while you're moving, you get flung into the air and negate your damage. So that's the mini counter I was talking about. Other than that, you have the other opening attack, which is Leaping Slash, and you just do this. It's like, I don't know, it moves you a little, so it can be more useful than the other one, but it does much less damage, so you have to take that into account. But it's easier to string it into Tornado Slash right after, or in this case, Tetrasil Slash. Alright, so that's the basic of ground combos. And I'm gonna talk about the switch skills. So the first switch skill we just show is Leaping Slash. I mean Tetrasil Slash. I'm tripping. And what it does is 4 quick attack cessation, and it does way more damage than Tornado Slash, which is this one. This is tripping. This is Tornado Slash. See, it does much less damage, but it's much quicker. And if you recall your kinsec right afterward, you can completely cancel the animation. So you can just do this, because usually if you don't cancel a request, you're gonna stand like that, then go back to your position. But if you do Tornado Slash right afterward, you can recall and it cancels animation. And it's often used to reposition yourself after a Tornado Slash, because you can't move, you have to wait the entire thing before you can move again. But if you cancel the animation when you're on the side, you can cancel and directly go back, which is the good part of Tornado Slash. Now about Tetrasil Slash. Tetrasil Slash, the thing about it is that it does 4 quick hit, it does way more damage, the kinsec does more damage because it's considered a strong attack. And it also marks the enemy, which is useful for powder type kinsec, but it's not that useful for the other kinsec. But as you can see, it does way more damage and attacks high, so if there's like the tail of the monster is high, you can hit it with the last hit, for example. and also does more insect damage as explained before, but it takes way longer to attack. So I don't know if it's considered more DPS, but honestly I prefer it. You can still cancel it at the end to make it a little bit faster, but it's not going to be as fast as Tornado Slash. Now I'm going to talk about the special skill bind attack. Here we have Diving Wyvern, which is pretty slow. It's like a worse version of the one you had in World, since it's like slower and use Mario bugs, and it doesn't really go straight like that. You see it does 585 damage, but that's where the special ultimate skill. When you attack in the air, the more attacking in the air, the more damage Diving Wyvern is going to do. There you go, double damage. So that's something to take note. And the other one is Awakening Insect Attack. So basically, you throw your Kinsect and it appears 3 times, but it uses all of your essence, so you have to get them back again afterward. And depending on what Kinsect you use, if you use a powered Kinsect, it's gonna hit 5 times instead of 3, and it's gonna summon 5 clouds that you can afterward explode. If it's the power Kinsect, it's just gonna hit 3 times but for more damage but no clouds. And also something to keep in mind is that if your Kinsect is a blunt type and you aim for the head, it's gonna stun the monster much more easy because it's a blunt Kinsect and you're aiming for the head. You can aim using the Kinsect. When you recall, you can use that to aim where you go, because if you don't aim and just use it, it goes straight towards you. If you do this, you can aim and like change direction while using it, so that's nice. Also, never use it when you don't have all 3 extract because it's gonna do much less damage. Also, the Kinsect is also gonna mark the enemy and take an extract for you at first hit. So if you aim for the head, you're gonna get the red extract. So that's something. Also, depending on what aerial attack you use when doing the Awakening Kinsect attack, you're either gonna be flinging off. I'll just show it. So if you hit the head, you're gonna be sent forward, backward because you have the Kinsect Slash. If you're not using the Kinsect Slash, you're not gonna be sent backward after using it. So that's something you have to take note of. Alright, so talk about the Kinsect Slash. So the Kinsect Slash, you can aim it using the Kinsect stuff again. And you can aim at the parts, and when you aim at the parts, it collects the extract. So here we got 2. We got 3. Here we go. And when you got the 1 extract, you can do the 6 spiker, which can hit up to 3 times, like kind of good damage. And you can only use it right after the Kinsect Slash, like that. If you use it like a few seconds afterward, it's not gonna work. Also, something to note is that right, see, you don't do it because you don't have red extract. Also, when you hit for the head and you have the red extract, you cannot gather any more extract, so you have to get the head as the last extract. Alright, that's pretty much it. There's more tech to the Insect Glaive you can do, but honestly, if your target is down, the best combo I can recommend is Glaive. 2 left click, 1 right click, 2 left click, 1 right click, and like that. And when you want to finish the combo, do another left click, 1 right click. Do this for the quick combo damage though. And now I will be talking about the other skill switch, but they're quite useless. There's no point. Don't use Kinsect Glide. Don't use the fucking recall Kinsect thing. It's just much worse than Diving Wyvern or Awakening Kinsect attack. Though Insect Glide doesn't override them, but it's still really useless. It just flies you a little. You can already do that like that super easily. So I don't really understand that. There's also another mechanic where if you do, you can like mark the target like that, and you can like fly straight to that point when you are. Which can be annoying because you can't move the mark unless you mark other things, so that's kind of fucked up. Don't use that. It's pretty useless because as you see, it's kind of goes in the waste in time, and if you don't have, you need to auto extract. You have to like accordingly. It's kind of cringe. Other than that, you have a dash in the air, and it restores the dash every time you do an air attack, so you can do that. And also know that everything in the air consumes stamina, so try to watch that. Alright, that's everything from my little guide on use Glaive.